My persuasive speech. My topic is the death penalty. The general purpose is to persuade the proposition the death penalty should not be used as a form of execution in America. Everybody will. I think everybody would like to know a little bit about the different kinds of execution in the United States. Proposition: the death penalty should not be used as a form of execution in America. My preview: death penalty versus the gas chamber. Death penalty versus firing squad. Death penalty versus life in prison. 4. Death penalty versus the electric chair. Let's move on to death penalty versus the gas chamber. Legal ejection is promised more humane than the electric chair, but failed with many prisoners, according to http independentco.uk, May 2021. And the death penalty is a crime they get you for a crime you commit. Let's move on to death penalty versus firing squad. Executing by firing squad is a method of capital punishment. Is particularly common in the military in times of war. It uses of firearms are usually relatively available and gunshot to vital organs such as brain or heart. Most often will kill relatively quickly besides lethal injection. It's more humane than the death penalty. Lethal injection, according to 538.com, May 2021. Transition. Let's move on to death penalty versus life in prison. In 32 states in prison, the union where death penalty is legal, as well as federal government, the death penalty has grown to be much more expensive than life in prison. Whatever with or without parole, the greater cost comes from more expensive living conditions, a much more intensive legal process, increasing resistance to the death penalty from chemical manufacturers overseas. These costs could even become higher, pending outcome of various lawsuits against various states. For the botched executions, each death penalty inmate is approximately 1.12 million more than the general population. The United States justice system and penal code has evolved to where the two highest punishments are imprisonment for life and the death penalty. While life imprisonment has been somewhat controversial, legal battles over the constitutionality and execution of the death penalty are more prevalent. Let's move on to death penalty versus the electric chair. When getting executed by the electric chair, the condemned person is being strapped to a specially built wooden electrocuted through electrolytes fastened on head and legs. It's different from the death penalty. The death penalty is punishment for a crime. Conclusion. We went over the different types of executions in America. The review is we went over the death penalty versus the gas chamber, death penalty versus firing squad, death penalty versus life in prison, death penalty versus electric chair, and the other sources that I used for my research was HTT Scholarly COMMS SUSQUEDUX SUP May 2021 http deathpenaltyinfo.org May 2021 and www.nytims.com. I learned a lot about different things, about different types of execution in the United States, but I hope you learned a little bit like I did. But when you do a crime, there's always a punishment to get. If it's life in prison, death by firing squad, or gas chamber, or the electric chair. But always stay out of trouble. Bye.